of Mr. Clean's Auto Spa.
WB, Mr. Clean myself.
Yeah, new head tat, turn the head. New head tat. I'm gonna get me one that's gonna say. I've been thinking about getting like teardrops to make people iffy, but it's not gonna be a teardrop. It's gonna be a cross.
Oh, okay.
And then it'll say Jesus loves you, God bless, little Jesus stuff. That way they judge me first. And they're like,
oh, well, see, that was the thing. As soon as I saw the skeleton hands, they're like, and I was like, well, it's praying hands. I was like, we always forget to pray until it's too late, death.
Amen.
That's why I got it. And everybody's
Amen.
like, oh, well, that's a good, my mom and everybody was changing their stories and shit.
oh
so
yeah, they changed their mind.
They were changing it up, and they're like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. So, it definitely, head tattoos is something a little bit different.
It's kind of weird, and I don't know.
It don't hurt. It don't really hurt. That's the thing. It didn't hurt.
Oh,
But
God.
it's a different.
Mine did.
Well, yours, you. I want to do something that I can still wear a hat, still be quote unquote professional.
yeah.
So now, but everybody's chill with it. When you own your own business, fuck them. It don't
Yeah,
matter.
you get fuck you money now, which is the best kind of money.
I know. I just do what I want and stay.
And like I love my boss, but if I can ever get to the point where I can just make my own money, I'm gonna make my own money. And Rebecca, she's the shit.
Yeah.
If she ever gets to the point where she can make her own money, I'm gonna support whatever the hell she's
Oh, yeah.
doing.
That's the thing, and everybody always wants to go to like, and people scared just to make their own money. I quit a job, cab sportsman. I quit that job. 15 minutes in, I was pissed off, just being a dick. So I was like, okay, I quit. 15 minutes on a Thursday. It was just one of them things, and everybody was like, oh my God, how are you going to make it? I said, hustle, and I'll make it.
Yeah.
So I've been going a year and a half on my own, and got some at towing now, and that's a big thing. Towing, auto mechanic shop.
Heck yeah, man.
It's long hours, but it's worth the money.
Yeah, and you don't have to answer anybody. You
No.
just do what you want.
I get there 8:30, 8:15.
What time are you getting off though?
Sometimes never.
Now you make more money doing your business than I do at the AFC. But people don't want to believe that.
I mean, if you own a business, you're a millionaire no matter what, though.
Yeah. Why
You're a
can't you
millionaire.
why can't you cut me a deal, Brandon? Come on, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the deals or the buddy systems. That's the best thing. Is like,
We grew up together.
We grew up together. We went to school together. That's good. That's good. I support your business, and like if they have a business, I try to.
Yep.
But a lot of times they don't support me, or they're like,
No.
"Oh my God, the price! I can't handle that.
Yeah.
The price is so expensive."
My car's still clean as fuck. It ain't as clean as like when you cleaned it, cause like that thing was badass. But like just because like I live in it, I do stuff.
I mean,
my car.
you might as well just put a bed in the back. I mean,
Yeah.
at least the air mattress.
It's always something going on in it. Dude, I took Drew up to South Carolina the other day to kickbox. So I got off work. I got off work at 5. I came here and did a podcast. I hopped in the shower after the podcast. I hopped in my car. I left. I drove like 4.5 hours. I pulled over in a Walmart parking lot. Most ghetto Walmart parking lot. I'm pretty sure, and I don't mean, like I'm not racist. I just mean ghetto in general. Regardless of what color anyone was there, they was probably going to try to steal my wallet. White, black, Asian, anybody. This was a ghetto, busted Walmart, okay?
Yeah.
And I know it was because there was a security guard by the front door, like 3 in the morning. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I pulled over. I slept on a tie pad for my pillow in the car. Slept 2 hours, woke up, hit the road, son. It's crazy.
Did you check for your wallet, though? Was it like that immediate, like, let me check for my shit?
It was hard to fall asleep. But I felt safer with that unnamed security guard being at the
Paul
front.
Blart.
Oh, and he was like 60.
I mean, what the hell was he gonna do? Like,
Call 911.
He's gonna press his little just press.
I need backup.
Sir, did you fall?
I'll tell you something crazy and awful that I used to do, and I can't even get in trouble for it now. So those help I fall and I can't get up.
Yeah.
I never hit the button on my granny's thing. She didn't have one. It was poor. But when the 1-800 number would pop up on the screen, I would call it, and I'd say hello. And they'd say, hey, who is this? Thanks for calling. Do you want to get this? And I was like, I fell down and I can't get up. And they'd go, what do you mean? I'd say, I've fallen. And it says call you guys. And they're like, no, this is where you buy shit. I was like, help me. They was like, call 911. I was like, oh, what's the number? So I'd really shit them, and then I'd act like I kind of fell asleep, hang up. So you got to think, like, some of them think they killed an old lady.
And they're sitting there well, I mean, depends on the heart of the people. Other people
Yeah.
be like, well, next number.
Oh, got to call somebody else.
All right, hey, Miss. whatever, mama, such.
All right, so we've been having some fun with it. Why? What do you think about is it a food line coming to Fort Payne?
Oh, it's bullshit. I mean, that is the best way I can put it.
And it's being bought, kind of? How's
the
that
thing
working?
is like, the big money is being thrown into it from Fort Payne, city of Fort Payne. If we notice a lot of things, I mean, you've had this discussion plenty of times. The railroad tracks, I mean.
Just a little overpass.
Yeah, like, remember when we went to Coleman to the fight back in February? Every one of those railroad tracks had an overpass.
Little overpass.
And I mean, something simple. You know, I mean, any idiot should be able to make it. And Fort Payne's big thing is, oh, we got to meet with the railroad. Well, let's meet with them.
Do it.
Like, who do you call? Do you need me to call? Do you need me to go with you? I'll drive you. I mean, shit, I'm late all the fucking time.
Yeah. Now, who's saying that they need to meet with the railroad company?
I mean, it's the city council. City council. Brian Baines, just really, the mayor, has kind of kept quiet about it. Not really said anything, and he was quiet on the whole food line deal too.
He don't say nothing. He's the governor.
Well, I mean, with him being the mayor, it looks like he would say something, but he has ties to Bruce's Food Land, working there for, I don't even know, forever.
Yeah.
Since he was a bag boy.
Okay.
He was a bag boy way back in the day. So he has ties there, and he should have spoke up.
Because they're friends, they gave him a job. They help a lot of people in the area.
They really do. And like when your team, your football team needs sponsors, or the cheerleaders need jerseys, or hey, sponsor Little League, who do you go to?
Yeah.
Food Line's not gonna give a shit.
No, and I'm gonna say this right quick because I'm not on the fence. I think Food Line's bullshit. We don't really need a Food Line.
Yeah.
We have Walmart, we have Food Land, we have Stop and Save, we have Yugo, we have 10 fucking Dollar Generals.
Yeah, everybody's got shit there.
We have anything that we need to get food. The food's gonna be more expensive at Food Line. I am gonna say Bruce's Food Land has never sponsored an AFC show, and they should. And they really should. And here's how I know that they should and can. I used to kill bugs at Cook's Pest Control. Alright?
Yeah.
You know whose house I serviced for bugs?
Was it
The fucking Bruce's.
Was it Biggie and Misty?
It's big ass, nice ass, rich person.
Over in Portobello Drive?
Yeah, Portobello Drive.
That's their old house. They live into the smaller house with a lake house now.
Okay. Don't care.
I mean, yeah, they got some money.
Who owns that house now? The Bruce's house.
I don't know who bought that.
At the time it was theirs.
Oh, it was theirs, yeah. At the time.
Insane 2-story ass house. They got a pool, an in-ground pool, and then under that is like a barn. I'm like,
one of the dopest houses.
oh yeah. And I'm like, you guys want to sponsor me just a little chunk?
Give me
Come on.
$5. You know,
Yeah,
give me some.
come on,
give me
man.
some coach or something.
Yeah,
out there.
and I understand because like fights around here, it's just a weird area. This is like the Bible Belt, so I really do understand. And even when we try to go to Huntsville, even Huntsville's like, nah, we ain't really into that shit. I'm like, what are you
That's
talking
not
about?
Bobby Ledbetter. He quoted it like on that one thing when I posted on Facebook, said something about looking for sponsorships for AFC, blah blah. He said, get in contact with me, Bobby Ledbetter, Twin City. Let us know.
Yeah,
But
please.
anyways, that's the thing is, you know, getting in contact with him. He's a busy man. I get it. Opened up Gadsden, you know.
He's in Gaston now?
Well, that's, you know, where Food Line's going is there at Twin City. So he's moving.
So he's sold or?
No, that place is gonna be. He's running both right now, Fort Payne and Gadsden. But when the Food Line's in some kind of halt stage, further review or what, I don't know what they're really doing, but they've halted it, not really said yay or nay. We're back into thinking, and
That's because everybody's mad as hell.
everybody's raising hell.
Everybody started talking. Same thing with the athletic commission. I got a call the other day. It's like, hey man, you've been super vocal. So I'm talking to you. I'm like,
I mean, that's like when I sent those emails and stuff, you know, sending emails like nowadays, I guess, is the only way to get a hold of them.
hell
You
yeah.
go to their Facebook page and like nobody's there. They're not
Nobody
active from like a
answers.
million years ago.
Yeah. It's
I
insane.
think the last time was like a football player in a leather helmet or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's
It was
crazy.
like 1930.
So why does Fort Payne want to do the food line if there's no point to it? I know, are they getting paid money to actually do it? Or are they paying money to bring it?
Well, the thing is they're getting tax breaks
To bring a food
to
line?
bring a food line. They're like $3 million. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
We talk about can't build one fucking overpass.
Not
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
$3 million is a lot of money. I can get some gravel and figure it out.
But aren't they paying like $50 million to bring it here?
Something stupid. I'm not heard
So
exact.
why would they want a $3 million break? spending $50 million to get it.
Well, the thing is Lynn Brewer, one of the council people that voted for it, she literally said, you know, she uses Bruce's all the time. I worked for her, and we had our hashes out, but we cleared all that up, and then we're back on this now, but that's a whole nother story. But she, you know, she used, you know, Bruce's Foodland for all the purchase of food, all the, you know, all the good stuff. You know,
At her current business.
At Vintage 1889.
And are they cutting her a good deal on that money? Are they cutting her a deal on buying
I'm
food?
sure her and Walter Watson is getting some kind of money. So there's always money in politics.
Yeah.
So there's somewhere, even if it's not just a break, maybe a food, like a cost break on food or something like that, or it's got to be something, because she's not going to do it for free.
No.
And what's funny is Walter Watson, his wife.
Didn't she call you like a retard?
Well, no, she called me stupid.
No offense.
Lynn called me stupid.
I don't say retard regularly.
She called me stupid because I was cooking there and I had a line of 6 or 7 tickets. We were busy lunch, you know. So apparently you're stupid if you get a little behind with one person in the kitchen.
Yeah, that makes
Making
sense.
$9.25 an hour.
Makes sense.
Making chump change for somebody that's rich that was driving a brand new Jaguar.
So,
you know, yeah.
Keep touching on her buying the food and stuff. Keep going.
I mean, thing is, you know, she bought the food from Bruce's. They cut her a deal. You know, of course, didn't pay taxes. She had a tax. You know, she had a business ID, so she didn't have to pay taxes on it. Cool. Always got what she needed. Whatever she needed, she tell them, "Hey, look, I'm gonna pick up such and such this week or whatever." And then all of a sudden, you know, this come into effect, and she stopped buying from there and started just getting her shit from Walmart, and then of course all of a sudden, boom, Food Line come in. So it was one of them, you could tell it was going down, but nobody knew it was going down.
She might have like
Insight,
she
or something like that.
And that's illegal insider trading, though, ain't it?
Oh, I mean, not only illegal if you get caught, ain't it?
Yeah. Dude. What about the new Elvis movie? I want to see that shit so bad I can't stand it.
I mean, everybody's been talking. I want to see it.
I want to see it so
Everybody's
bad I can't
talking
stand
shit
it.
about it because, like, oh, well, Elvis was dating a 14-year-old.
Well, yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a good person.
Yeah, exactly. But you also got to think, this is the 50s, dude.
No, I don't give him any kind of pass, even though it was the 50s.
Yeah.
The Great Balls of Fire guy, great song. Nah, scummy fuck. You fucking your
13,
cousin, that's 13.
She's at 13.
Yeah. So, and Elvis, he's a piece of shit. Scumbag person,
Yeah.
child molester. The movie looks well made, and I want to see it.
And I mean, Elvis music, I mean, it's catchy. I mean,
Yeah.
it's old. Bazillions. I mean, I really don't know how many.
He also stole it from African Americans, though.
Yeah, he did. He did do that. And that was the thing, was it was kind of funny when you put a white guy doing black people's music. It was like, oh my God, we
This
love
is the
it.
greatest.
Oh my God, but you know,
Ain't nothing but a hound dog.
yeah. Then you
Black
think,
lady sang it first.
Then you think back when she was singing it.
Everybody's like,
Oh,
yes,
this
racial.
scum, this
Yeah.
scum.
How dare they?
Not this shit. No.
I want to see that movie so bad. I can't
Well, then
see
you've
it.
got like.
Hey, somebody get the door, please. Thank you, Mom.
Then you got like the Buzz Lightyear movie, you know, the new Lightyear movie. They talk about there's homosexual kissing in it or whatever. I'm like, well, you've also look at the world we live in now.
Okay, so as far as like the homosexual kissing stuff, I don't know. I didn't see the movie. What is up? I didn't see the movie,
Yeah,
so
I've not seen.
I
the
understand
movie,
why
but I kind of want to see
they
it.
shouldn't be doing it. But also there shouldn't be. What up, Tyler?
What up, brother?
But also, what up, man? But also, if we're gonna cut out at least the man kissing the man, we should probably also kiss out the man kissing the woman and grabbing the titty and
Yeah.
all of it. Because I don't like
But
to
then
see any of that.
You go back to what, the Snow White movie or whatever it was a few years back.
Yep.
You had what that was, 2 men kissing in there.
I didn't see that. Oh no, they were saying it was like one of the guys was gay.
Yeah, or something like that.
Like the clock guy. I think it was Clogsworth. He seemed a little fruity.
Yeah,
And people are totally whatever people want to do with their life. It doesn't affect me.
yeah. I just believe do you.
When it starts to affect me is when they start putting it out publicly.
Yeah.
And again, like right now, who's that rapper girl? Cardi B,
Yeah,
Megan Thee Stallion. As a man, huge fan.
yeah.
Huge. I like seeing all the shaking.
Yeah.
I get it. I like seeing all the. I like hearing
Yeah.
all the shit talking. It probably shouldn't be on the radio for my kids to hear.
And it shouldn't be on a kids bop version either.
No.
I mean, if you think about WAP, we all know what WAP stands for, and you know it is. We all know what it is, but There's wings and pizzas, another version. There's
Yep.
waffles and pancakes, is the
Pancakes.
kids version.
It shouldn't be happening.
Yeah,
Hey, if you want to play the PlayStation in the living room, you can. Vicky, help him set up the PlayStation.
because if you think about it this way, if we have kids hear that beat, that nostalgic start of
And then
that
all of a sudden
song,
they're feeling it
and they're gonna be
bumping
like
to
waffles and pancakes, and they're gonna hear wet ass,
Wet ass pussy.
yeah. So then we're gonna be on a whole nother story explaining these kids.
it. Hey, Dad, what's wet ass pussy?
Well, you
how
see,
do you tell them? You know, it's weird shit.
you don't want to know, like,
Granted, it's blurred on the radio, but like there's so much stuff that they say extra that's like not.
the lines are just as a grown man, 35, and I hear the lyrics, and I'm like,
That's a little out of pocket. Now
Yeah,
that might
well-
be us being old now.
yeah, but you know, back in the day we had like Juvenile, back that ass up. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Oh yeah, we were bumping that. And like, oh
Bumping it.
yeah.
And it's weird because it seems like even like with me when I was a kid, it was Lil Wayne. So it seems like it's weird, but it almost seems like they're making the sexually charged music for kids. Because my parents were not buying Lil Wayne albums.
No.
They bought me a Lil Wayne album for Christmas.
Yeah.
So why I'm 12, 13. Why is this so sexual?
And that's like back in the day. Remember, you go to Kmart and get that uncensored CD.
Yep.
You didn't want the Walmart version, the $10. You wanted the $15.
$15
Because you wanted to
uncensored.
say, you knew what it said.
Yeah, I
It
just
said
wanna
F,
hear it.
but you
I
don't
wanna
want to
hear
hear.
it.
I want to hear Lil Wayne say, "Fuck." That's
Mhm.
exactly what we want to hear. And
That was true.
that was $5 more. It was worth it.
You know what that is? You know what that is? Yeah, that's a pen. Before y'all call some police, that is a pen. That is a pen. I'm gonna start carrying it in my car. I'm hoping I get pulled over with this in my middle console because they're gonna lose their mind.
And you really need to start panicking, shaking a little bit.
They're gonna
Figure
lose
it
their.
out.
Get the hell out of here! Get out of the car! Like, no, calm down. That's
Calm
a
down,
pen.
take me. Can you write that ticket real quick? Let me help you
Yeah.
here.
Like, what's up, man? Yeah, you go.
How much this one's gonna charge?
Yeah. And it's weird because like, so how you have any friends that are police?
Pretty good bit. Like, I mean, that I've met, been raised up with, you know, and that's, and I have good friends that's good police, and then I've got, know them not so
Bastards.
good.
Now, now the good police are amazing. I love them so much. They're great people. Like a while back, Steve Bobbitt died.
Yeah.
I truly believe that was a real loss for the police force here.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Bobbitt was a good man. He always told me, hey, he used to train with us when we was in Rainsville. He's just a nice guy. And
Exactly.
I don't think he ever pulled someone over just to pull him over and be a dick. But you'll see cops that are like that. Why?
Especially with these new young bucks, when they come here, they get their badge, they don't even have the pubic hair on their
They were
lip
bullied
yet.
in school or a bully in
Yeah.
school.
So here they are, they're gonna pull you over. Oh, you're exhaust.
It's too damn loud. Your windows is tinted.
Check my tint on my windows right now.
Don't be smart, you little bitch. That's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. And the thing is like they don't like it when you film them now.
No.
I always cut that on, and I tell them like, hey, as soon as you walk up to here, I want you to know that you're being filmed. And the thing is I don't know, I've never have them grab my phone and say you can't do that. But I don't really know. I might
If
be.
they wouldn't. So since I've got a little more, I'm a little okay. So we've got the Southern Torch around here. We've got the Times Journal. I've almost like begged them for help. You know, like
Yeah.
with as far as So the athletic commission thing, I pretty much begged Marla to write a piece.
Yeah.
At the Southern Torch, and she said she couldn't, and I said why. And she said, well, we can't get a quote. I said, just put they refuse to comment. That's easy. That's easy.
And the thing is like,
Refuse to comment.
you know, that's at the time when we had the owner was trying to get district attorney.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot going on at the time.
No, but even since then,
Oh
I've
yeah,
asked.
oh yeah, I know.
I- and
That's
I-
the thing
and
is
I-
literally they just want to bullshit and
And
don't
I've
want to do it.
begged. And the thing is, I know for a fact, if I was Nick and she was and they were if I was Nick and I was doing fights,
Mhm.
that should be blowed up, son. That'd be in every newspaper. That'd be on every fucking stream they did. And that's kind of what's aggravating for me, because it's like, dude, just because like I get it, I'm still from here. This
Yeah.
is still news that should be reported, and it's not getting out because y'all are just refusing to
Yeah.
do it. I understand you can't make a comment on something that's not being commented on. Put they refuse to comment. That's
Refuse to
easy
comment.
and legal.
And you know, as long as it's quoted right and everything, there's nothing that's illegal or nothing wrong about it.
And you see that a lot around here. The good old, and everybody says good old boys. I don't have a problem with the good old boys. There's plenty of good old boys that I like.
Yeah.
If we're wanting the area to grow with anything, because like recently we got that Italian restaurant in Fort
Fazoli, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Good. I like
Good food.
Dallas has came out to the comedy show we've done.
Yeah.
The food's good.
Dallas Poe, good people.
Yeah,
He also
yeah.
owns the car rental place down in Alphaville.
I grew up with him. I was a little bullied in high school. Dallas never bullied me.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing against
Dallas was always, I've known him for years, just, you know, just knowing who his granddad is.
Yeah.
Knowing Matt Cooper.
They did now who's Matt Cooper?
Cooper Hosiery.
Okay.
So that, I mean, he's got deep pockets. We all know that.
Dallas does or Matt?
Or
Probably
both, yeah. Both. I mean, but you know, Dallas, he busted his ass and got his money.
Dallas, support the AFC. Throw your boy a bone, tiny bone, tiny bone.
I mean, we'll
give him the after party at Fazoli's. Let us bring a keg.
Yeah, citywide auto rental. We can slap it up there.
Yeah, after party at Fazoli's. We come eat some Italian food. Bam, we did the weigh-ins there too. He came out to a comedy show. Nice kid, man. Actually, I remember in school, him and his buddies did a talent show, and it was around Christmas, and they clapped Jingle Bells. They snapped it. I remember
Pretty
that.
impressive,
It was pretty
actually.
cool. They all did it as a group, and then a different group. Then I wasn't really in that group, and that's cool. I left Fort Payne. I don't think as far as like. I think the poor people, the regular people, even the people that didn't play football and shit, should get about the same. You know what I mean? Because I don't think Nick played football in school.
No.
But just because he's rich, he's kind of out here thinking he's not necessarily talking about Nick. He's never been mean to me.
Yeah.
I just think we should get kind of the same love, you know. Because I know if he was putting pops on, they'd blast that shit every chance they got, and they did put me on for a minute.
Yeah.
But then like they started putting middle page, I'm like, dude, come on, man.
And the thing is like it's still when it comes to Rainsville, you know, Rainsville's that's the
16
homecoming.
hotel rooms, $2,500.
It's a homecoming. It is homecoming. That's the thing, you know. And I've met so many cool people through the FC.
Cam Graham, K.O. Butler.
I mean, I've met so many freaking cool people just through the fights and stuff that I've become friends with. You know, Cam and Ginger at the last one. I mean,
Very nice. She like babysitting my kids at the after party.
Oh yeah.
I'm over it.
Me, Cam just drinking,
yes,
whatever.
dude.
And I mean, just having the damn ball. The thing was with me and Cam, how it started was, we're up there.
Is he not the nicest guy on the planet?
He really is. He really is. Like I was like, when I first met him, I'm like, I don't know about this.
Iffy. He might be an asshole. He might.
But then we're sitting there getting drinks, and he's like, "Oh," because I got my drink first. He's like, "Oh, because I'm the black man," you know. And me and him were just cutting up. I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "White power," and we just clicked it right there in the middle of the bar, and it was like one of them things, like bromance, exactly what it was. You know,
I got new shirts, right? Cam Graham and Caleb Butler teamed up with me on them, and I've got the white trash Euro shirt, but now we've also got black and wilds.
Yes.
Yes, I'll show you a picture before you leave. It looks sick, son. I didn't want to. I'm not black, so what I did was I messaged them. I said, "Hey, look, let's make something cool." I said, "What can we do?" I said, "Let me run everything by you. Let me get it done. Let me run it by you."
Is it gonna be that dry fit?
Oh yeah, so we just like this. Look, it's gonna look like a black and milds pack on the front. It says right here, guaranteed fresh. Yeah. On the back, it's gonna be a cigar and smoking.
What it should do is fresh.
And also, what's always going to be is the this. Every shirt I make will have the bad for your health. So it's going to say bad for your health.
It needs to be fresh, like EHRESH.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Like
how it was cool.
Yeah.
How it was cool to say it. I guess it's still.
Yes.
I don't know if it's still cool. I don't know.
I want to go somewhere like that. I want to snowboard. I think I'm a snowboarder.
I mean, you could be like a Olympian. I guess that's a sport, or like X Games.
Yes, X Games mode.
I mean, Sean White.
Hey, dude, he's young. He made like $1 gajillion.
He's not young anymore. He's getting up there.
He's younger than us.
Dude, I'll be 36 Friday, man. I'll be 36.
He's like 25, 26, 30 maybe. He's younger than us.
But still, his body's not young. I mean,
It's not the years, it's the mileage. You never heard that?
Yeah, I've heard it.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, that's an old.
I love that shit. I love that because they're like, man, you ain't even know. No, it's not the years, it's the mileage. My back hurts.
Hell, that's like the other day. I got out of the truck and my knees were popping. Everybody was like, I'd hate just showing. I was like, I can outwork your ass. I can outwork your ass, and I can outwork
As
your
long
ass.
as it's something I want to do.
If it's something I want to do,
And if
that's
it
why I
ain't-
pay, that's why I pay y'all bastards to do shit.
If it ain't, no. And there's been times where, I'll tell you one time, one show, and this is no bullshit. I'm blessed to have you as a friend. People like you, people like Rebecca, etc., etc., etc. There was one time where we had a show at Rainsville, and we were tearing down the cage, and the only people that was there was me, Vicky, Corey. He had fought the night before, and he still came to help. Corey Perigo is a good, good man. And it was me, Vicky, Corey Perigo, Devin Davis, and his girlfriend, wife at the time. And that was it. We took the cage down, we took the chairs up, we cleaned garbage. That was
I
insane.
mean, that Coleman fight was pretty insane about.
Yeah, how about that?
Bullshit.
So everyone's on board before. So what was it at Coleman? It was me, you, Rebecca, Allie, and Vicky.
Yeah.
And we took the cage down. I'm trying to fight idiot on the
Yeah.
phone. You know, shit's going kind of sour. That was insane.
I mean, we
We
got
was out.
back.
We got home at like 3:00.
Yeah,
You got
it was
home at like 5.
Yeah.
I know because I got back to my hotel at 3:00.
Yeah, it was like 5 o'clock, and I'm sitting there thinking. And I told Allie, I was like, well, it's time to go to bed. I mean, it was.
Yeah. And now Christian Eccles is telling everybody that I'm making like just millions and millions of dollars. If I was making like a bajillion dollars, I probably would have hired people. I'd probably hire people. I probably wouldn't have any part in taking the cage
You'd
down.
literally be like peasants.
Hey, take the
Get
cage
that
down.
shit
I'll
done.
give you 50. I'll give you 25, 30 bucks.
Whatever. Here you
If
go.
I was just
Here
being
you go.
rich,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have nothing to do with taking the cage down or setting it up.
Yeah.
And I do both. Sorry for the burden.
And
but
that's
I'm not.
and the setting up is more. It's
Nerve-wracking.
easy. It's easy to take it down
Yep.
when you got the proper amount of people.
Yep.
Like
I helped set up the cage when I fought Trey Manley. When I fought Trey Manley, they didn't have to do a lot. He
Yeah.
and the boys didn't, but I was still there. Hey, this goes here, this goes here.
And see, when at JSU, man, that went so smoothly.
smooth.
But the thing is them people, I don't know, they see the fight, get the fight for free, and they're like, fuck this shit, I'm done.
And they left. They all left.
That's like I've told you from the get-go, I'm down for whatever.
Yeah.
I ain't here for the money.
And not everybody left.
all
What
that.
you mean by that is, so we had help with setting up from cadets and stuff at JSU, which was amazing. Very
Thank
awesome.
God they were there.
And that's a normal thing. But then at the end of, they got free seats. They got good seats. I
Yeah.
saw them sitting on the floor,
Yeah.
kicking it. They had good seats.
Good
It's on the
seats.
video. So after the show, we still had to take the cage down. We took it down that night in like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
Maybe.
we were
busted
really
it.
together.
Because we didn't have to mess with the chairs. We didn't have to mess with nothing. But they all left. So it was me, Brandon, and our crew that was like, hey, even a sponsor,
Yeah.
Chris Twilley stayed
Yeah,
and was
yeah,
like,
he
yeah,
stayed.
I got you, brother.
And Chris Twilley, a hell of a guy. I met him that
Hell
night.
yeah,
Hell of a
he is.
guy. Just one of the best people you ever meet too. I mean,
He
there's
got his own business just like you.
and there's so many people out here that in the AFC world that I've met. Caleb Butler,
And they're nice,
a
man.
cool ass motherfucker.
And
I
they're
mean,
nice.
everybody's just super cool. I mean,
I'll tell you a fun story. We had a dodgeball tournament one time at the VFW. I can't say which VFW, but you know which
Yeah.
which VFW. And it was just me and Chris Twilley brought a team. We had a couple of other teams come. I was drunk. And I don't mean like kind of drunk.
yeah,
I was busted before the game started. Alright? I played 2 or 3 games of dodgeball drunk as a skunk. And Chris Twilley and them just had a blast, man. They came up, they want us to come do one in Coleman or Huntsville. They want that.
I mean, I'm game for a
Love
game of
dodgeball.
like, because nowadays kids can't play that shit.
No.
Once they get hurt, they're injured.
Why'd you hit me?
Quit being a pussy. I mean, that's the thing, man. I mean, back in the day, that's exactly how it was. If you got hit with a ball, you learn. You learn from that hit.
Amen.
I mean, you get busted in the face with a bloody nose. Guess what?
Move your head.
But yeah, you learn to weave and bob. I mean, we
So-
all watch dodgeball.
Yeah. I have to ask, what's been the hardest part for you as far as owning your business? Tell everybody what your business is first.
Mr. Clean's Auto Spa, detailing, headlight restoration.
Are you saying you clean cars?
It's a detail. There's a difference between clean. Clean car is where you literally are just
Preach.
washing it and you're just vacuuming, you're wiping it down. Detailing is where you're scrubbing the vents, like even with Sam's car. I was sending them pictures of cleaning the vent, the little vent holes out with a it's a swab is what they call it, but really it's just a flat Q-tip that you rub in the vents, and it's something that you really do. And it takes time. You put that love, that TLC in it, and I like to get the before and after effects of it. And I physically do it. I don't hire nobody. I don't have a crew. I'm not like some of these other people around town and throughout that's got crews. And that's the thing is I come pick up your car, make it easy. I have it back to you at the end of the day, so you're ready to go. Clean car, jump in from work. Prices are not as cheap as what these car washers are. This is a detail.
No.
And detailing is a very fair price, I think, compared to what the research I've done.
I can run my car to the car wash right
Everybody
now.
can run through a vacuum
And
cleaner.
the outside of my car is gonna be pretty clean. There was like crumbs and dust in my cup holders because I got kids.
Yeah.
There was like candy, Laffy Taffy, like
Yeah.
melted and shit. I'm talking like anyone can take the car to a car wash. Anyone can do that. That's fucking easy. He like took my car from my work. It looked like a brand new. It looked like a car I just bought. It looked like a car I just
Mine's
bought.
the front little grill
Well,
piece.
that's my fault. You do a great job. Like you
I
really,
truly
really
try.
do.
I truly treat it like it's my own. That's the thing is, my car looks bad right now because of rain and been driving it doing jump starts and tire changes for Summit Towing, which that's another business here. So I've been using it. But normally my truck is like I want to pull up, I want it to look good, I want you to see my car.
It
And
has
be
to look
damn.
good. Like damn, he's got it.
Yeah, I don't want somebody to see my car like growing moss and mud in.
Like
We
my
just
car.
don't do that. I mean, it really was like, it was bad, honestly, but it wasn't like, I've seen worse. I've cleaned up vomit out of cars,
Blood?
dog poop. I've cleaned up blood before. I've done a couple that's actually been where people shot and killed themselves in the car, and I've had to clean them up
Oh shit.
because they're salvage titles after they're sold that way.
Yeah.
They're sold as salvage
Yeah.
titles, so I have to call in somebody from.
Forensics.
No, it's kind of like a forensic guy. He's in a coat. He watches everything I do, every step I make, and everything I do. So those are more expensive, and those are days. I mean, like I have to cover everything in my shop. I have to wear super, like these outfits and all this other shit. It's a lot more into it than just shorts, t-shirt, get out there and bust it. You're in like a you look like you're going into something to do with COVID or something.
No, I get that. Cause like you don't want their shit on
No,
you.
no,
That's
no.
a brain.
Yeah, it's a brain, whatever. And I mean, everybody's like, why do you take these jobs? Like, because they pay fucking
They
good.
paying me money.
They'll pay whatever you literally want to do. They'll pay it. They're like, okay, you want X amount of dollars. Okay. Thing is, it's a governmental thing, so it's a check. You have to wait on a check. But when you get that check, you're like, oh.
Try that. Yeah, when you get that check, it's like, all right. Tiny sip, don't swig. It'll hurt you.
It's really not bad.
That's all right, ain't it?
Yeah.
Put it on your collards.
That's pretty fucking good.
Murder Creek hot shot moonshine. So you own your own business. What's been and now you're doing the towing and stuff. I think you told me the other day you had, maybe yesterday, you had a repo a car. What
Yeah.
was that like, man? What's the craziest thing you've done with this so far?
The repo is always bad. And a lot of it I try to be, we were doing some buy here, pay here cars and, kind of change direction on that a little bit. But when you repo them, people's pissed off. I mean,
Yeah.
don't nobody want to lose the money they have in it, but I'm pretty fair and I try to work with people the best I possibly can.
You give them a call, hey.
And the thing is, if you say, hey, look, I've started a new job, or hey, look, I had to fix the car, I had to do this, well, okay, and don't duck and dodge and avoidance is the worst thing you do. If you owe money, talk to the people.
Hey, I'm slow.
Hey, I've got $25 on that payment. It's not a full payment, or I got 50 on it. And that's the thing. A lot of people's ducking and dodging. And I'm seeing you.
They're just trying to avoid you.
Yeah, and then I see them at Walmart blowing money on nonsense stuff, and I'm
They got a PlayStation 5.
like, oh, you got a PlayStation 5? No, I got one. That's really what I want to say. But I don't show my ass. I just wait until I get back, put my paperwork, and I've had people jump in a car. Of course, you can't move it after that. You have to dead stop, call the police, get them to evacuate the car, and tell them that it's being repoed. And it's one of them things where, and you got to chase these people down.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to their work, you call all their contacts, and then when you flub up and find them in your personal car, you block them in at Walmart.
Hey,
I literally will block them in and call a tow truck.
what
I'll
they
send
say
my
to you?
car.
They cuss you pretty bad.
All I do is just pull the repo note to the window, let them damage my car, do whatever they got to do. I'll get that. I'll get their ass.
That'll get fixed.
But And that's like I tell them, you know, if you stay in contact, and I always let people get them back too. Like if they come up with the money and give me a little extra for the repo, we'll work it out. And then I tell them, like, this is the only chance we're giving you.
Just be cool.
Be cool. Let
Be
me know.
cool,
Let me
man.
know. Let me know what's up. You know, if you change jobs, you was getting paid every Friday. Now we're getting paid every other Friday. Let me know.
Let me know.
You change phone numbers. Call me. Let me know.
And that's
Simple
like me,
shit.
like with the fights and stuff. Again, everyone wants to act like I'm getting rich, and they really do.
Yeah.
And I've been shorted a few times on ticket money, and like I ain't just gonna put nobody out. I could put you out, make you like an asshole. I'm not going to, because I'm not a bad person. I've been shorted a lot of money
Yeah.
on tickets, and you know a couple people who are.
Bro, I'm sure I do. I'm sure I do.
But see, I ain't mouthy about it, so nobody knows everything. But it's funny because like they want to act like you when you repo your car. They owe you money on that car,
Yeah.
and you're a scumbag because you're asking for the money that you're owed.
You're a piece of shit. That's exactly.
There's no
that's exactly
way.
what happens.
That's-
Is you become the piece of shit, but you're the buddy, the friend, and everything when you're.
Yeah, when you're cool letting them
You're cool,
ride on
let-
that.
Thing is, you know, let me know. Let me know what's up. If you have to fix something in, let me
Just
know.
tell me, man.
I've got a shop there. Like, let me put a side note.
Ain't
I'll
nobody
fix
trying to.
this shit.
And I understand people need money on the tickets.
Yeah.
Man, you better let me know. You better not wait till weigh-ins.
Yeah.
Say something. Hey, I need to borrow some money. Well, you're cool, but you owe me money now.
And the thing is with the ticket sales and stuff like that, you know.
That's what I bank on.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks there's a lot of sponsors. Right now I have, I'm awful at names. I have, go ahead, sorry. I'm awful at names.
Well, I mean, it's literally, and I mean, sponsors is what makes the whole AFC go around. I mean, a lot of people.
No.
It's the ticket sales more than it is.
Yes. People, again, that's a common misconception, is people think, so even Christian the other day said on that podcast, that fucking podcast with Kyle Mays, said, and Kyle Mays is uneducated, no offense to him, but he don't have any idea what's going on. He wouldn't know even where to start a show, nothing like that.
Yeah.
So he had Christian on, and Christian said, well, I've heard Sam told me that he makes no money. And that's a fact. This is a passion project for
Yeah.
me. So he said, Sam told me he makes no money, but what, he's got like 15 or 20 sponsors every show? No. 15 or 20? No. I have friends that have sponsored the
Yeah.
show. Twilly Tree Service, there's a few on there
Yeah.
that I keep on. One, because it's a hassle to take them off. Yeah, you have to take it off, goo gone, get it off.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to do all that. It looks like I have a lot of sponsors. I leave the decals. Now, if you're my friend like Chris Twilly,
Yeah.
I leave his decal. He doesn't sponsor every single show. He has, and it's incredibly appreciated. He doesn't sponsor every show.
He's a small business. and,
Yes,
You know,
I leave that decal because that's my friend.
yeah.
So I understand it looks like I have 15, 20 sponsors. I just don't. What we bank on in order to make money, and we don't make money, it's a passion project.
Yeah.
It's something I like to do. We don't make money. It's the ticket sales. Every show we start $7,000 roughly behind.
Yeah.
Roughly. Very first show, I got my tax return. It was okay. I said, Vicky, can I take my tax return and put it towards something? I said, we can buy a bunch of TVs, dumb shit, four-wheelers. I said, but can I instead put it towards something? She said, yes. We didn't borrow money from the bank. We took our tax return. I set that into my account. I set it back to the side, didn't touch it, and I started paying for stuff. Every show, even since the first one, it's $7,000 to $5,000
Yeah.
behind, man. And we hope and pray to God that the ticket sales match. And so far, we've been blessed in the sense that we've sold a lot of tickets. I've not made money.
Yeah.
If it was about making money, I'd done quit this shit.
Yeah.
I'm not making bank.
If your heart ain't in it, your heart's gotta be. You gotta.
I've done been done. If I
Yeah.
didn't love this shit, I'd
Yeah.
done been out. Fuck this. Fuck. I know I'm sorry for the language, but fuck this. I'd have done quit.
Mm-hmm.
What makes the whole show happen? The entire show. And people think it's sponsors. It's not. It's people buying tickets. Now the sponsors. I'm gonna throw one out right now. Barnett Construction. They paid for the entire venue.
Yeah.
That venue's like. That's a chunk of change,
Yeah.
son. And they paid for the entire thing, and like, I probably wouldn't be able to have the show without them. In Coleman, we had a lot of sponsors.
Yeah.
At DeKalb County, Rainsville, we've had good ones.
Well, then the
But it's
JSU
not
was
a
straight
lot.
up. That was Army.
Well, and that was the confusion,
Yeah.
because even I was talking to Trevor. Me and Trevor's got a little issue right now, and he was telling me, he's like, Sam, man, you're being kind of scummy because the Army's about to pay for your whole show. And I was like, no,
They
man.
probably just slapped a label up on it.
Yeah, that's
And
how.
I mean, I hate to put it like that, but
Yes,
you know,
that's how it's supposed to look.
yeah,
It's how it's supposed to look. I said, Trevor, that's not what's happening. Here's what was supposed to happen. They were supposed to pay for the entirety of my show. Now, if we go very bare minimum, I'm just running amateurs. I'm not paying any pros. I'm not doing 20. We're not counting the 20% of ticket sales that every fighter gets, especially amateurs. We're just counting the bare. This is what we got.
yeah.
$12,745. And that's what it is. That's venue, commission, pay-per-view.
And people don't understand that. You know, that parking, a lot of people bitch about the parking. I know this kind
And
of
we ain't never charged for that before.
And the parking thing is something, you know, they get upset, like, oh, I didn't. But, you know, that parking's one thing that people don't understand. You know, they get pissed. Like, I've done parking the past 2 shows and security at the last time. But, you know, and people don't understand the parking, it's $5. But that's.
Is that going to my pocket?
No.
No.
I mean, it's going towards the pot.
What we're putting into the people that are helping. Hey, here's 50, here's 50, here's some money. Because, like, man.
And I mean, the thing is,
that really
like I always tell you, like, I don't want any money for it. Like last time, you know, it was like literally.
We had to fight you to get you taken.
Yeah, and the thing was, I was just like, I'm tired. Shut the fuck up. Give me the fucking money. Like,
and then with that party was fun.
The after party was, after party's always been good.
It was such a cool place.
And I mean, they were good with us. They were, and you know, some people got there earlier because they didn't help clean up, and you know. Yeah. I'm just saying, we don't mention names here, but y'all know. Y'all know.
You.
I mean, we cleaned up, so we deserve to stay as late as we want to.
What about Phil Pot and Phillips? That was a fight, yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty wild.
I mean,
people don't fight like that. I don't fight like that. I'll get you until I'm, and it's not by choice. My choice, I'll fight you until I die if it was my choice. But I just ain't built like that, man. I ain't built like Phil Pot and Cody was. I ain't built like Phil Pot was that day.
Yeah.
Phil Pot was eating knees to the dome.
and it was one of the.
Oh God.
And it was one of the things like, I know I have a job here that I need to be doing. I need to be walking around, make sure shit's not going down. But I'm sitting there on the edge of the rails, like. And it was just one of them.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it was like, oh fuck. And I mean, there's so much foul language, and you don't even mean it.
And people don't mean to cuss at them, but it's like, man, it's cool. You can't help it.
Yeah.
And you think people ain't cussing at football games down here?
I mean, I go to Alabama, and
I'm talking about just high school games.
I mean, even in high school, I go back to I'll go to the homecoming once a year. I don't know why. I don't know. Alma mater or whatever. Fuck it. I'm there, and I'm like, you motherfucker. And I remember back in the day, us doing this shit, and I'm like,
why am I cussing that kid?
Why am I cussing that kid? And then I'm thinking, oh, because my dad was out there cussing my motherfucking ass.
He's 14.
Fuck you, motherfucker. Yeah, and that was my dad cussing every kid on there. I was like, huh.
So I gotta ask about the again. We're gonna go back to vintage. We had the one thing there. We had a little music not a music festival thing. We had like some music and some comedy. So what? You said like, how'd you say it? I don't want to put words in your mouth. What is she supporting the area or not? What's going on as far as your opinion?
I don't feel like she's supporting the area. I mean, thing that when it boils down is these mom and pop businesses that's all out here.
The Willow Tree.
Yeah, Willow Tree. You know, great people, cool shit. Always got some of the best stuff there.
They got cool stuff.
Always.
Corey.
And Corey's just cool, nice people. You know, I mean, you talk to Corey all day and just cool ass people.
Yeah.
But
now, real quick before you start, that's another guy that's been shorted on some money. So that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I gotta say. I don't gotta say no words, nothing crazy. I know everything, and I'll leave it at that. Go ahead, boss.
But you know, and the thing with the whole vintage and Lynn and everything is, I don't feel like she's supporting our mom and pop stores. I mean, the city council needs to better the city council, better the city. You know, we're wanting to put these apartments that's like $400 a night in a fucking apartment.
Why $400?
I don't know.
The
Jerry Clifton.
Is he so rich? Yeah.
Well, he bought whatever that place is in Minton that's for sale.
He's the old man that runs.
Yeah. Can run 1,000,000 miles. Okay, that's cool.
You know,
I mean, I run a mile and I'm dead.
If I was rich, I would also run pretty regular, but I've got shit I got to do. So how did he get his money? I
really don't know. That's the thing is like
he's just a rich guy here.
All of a sudden, he just kind of popped up. It's Jerry Clifton. He's in the newspaper. He's come by all these businesses getting money for their little runs that they do, whatever. getting, like prizes, I guess.
They had like how many people ran the last one?
Stupid.
It was like 1,000, maybe
Yeah.
1,600. Now to that,
Yeah.
I sell more than that at an AFC show, and that's all I'm gonna say.
And I mean, the thing with him is like, I don't know why people's drawn to him. He's an old man.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. But I've met a lot of old people that's nice guys, whether they're rich, poor, whatever. He's just,
But he's got the $400 night apartments now, and he's
Yeah.
getting a little more support than somebody that maybe ain't got no money.
I mean, you get, and the support comes from like, if you're downtown, they do these big ribbon cuttings and all this and that. When I opened my shop at my house,
You got nothing.
I got nothing. Even though I have a business license for the city of Fort
Yep.
Payne and everything, I got nothing.
Yep.
And like even when I moved to Leesburg now at the shop there with Summit, the mayor comes in and everybody's there.
Where you were now,
Where I am now.
you had
Yeah.
a big draw-in, cool
Well,
thing.
it wasn't like that. It's just, the mayor came by when I first moved up there and, wanting to see what was going on and asking, talking to me, welcome me to
Thanks for
Leesburg.
bringing your business here, man.
And
We
the thing
appreciate
is,
it.
is like, it makes you not want to be at your hometown that you've lived at
Yeah.
for so long. It's like, so I'm a local business. I'm a Fort Payne.
You're from here.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I go to Leesburg. I've visited Leesburg a few times. Why I was like, whatever. But when I moved my business up there and everything into Summit Towing, it was like, holy shit, dude! It was.
These people love me.
These people love me. I mean, you go to Coos Corner, like, hey, Brandon, how are you? Or I go to like Walmart and people knows me. And
Hey,
then you
man,
go-
we saw you in the paper the other day. We really appreciate you
Yeah,
coming
and
out.
stuff like that is, and like I want to do a lot of some more helping. Like we're planning on a back to school fundraiser, which is just kind of coming out right here. But we got some other
Very
local
cool.
businesses gonna come together in there in the Leesburg Center. We're gonna get school supplies. I mean,
Yes,
there's some parents
dude.
that's struggling that
They
can't
are.
afford it and stuff. And the thing is in like Easy Street, I've talked to them.
Whisper.
But Easy Street and Duke's Alley, I've talked to the owners there, and they've come together with me, and I've got a few more people we're gonna talk to and try to get just the whole community just to bring in stuff and I'm gonna do a $100 gift certificate there, and I'm gonna raffle that off and
Yes,
let that
dude.
be like put all that towards school supplies. Because I mean, the thing is there's people struggling. We grew up poor. We were
Yep,
we were
same.
the paper food stamps. Like we were paper food stamps, and that's what we had was mom and dad bust their ass working double triple shifts. Or
Gotta have the
whatever.
food stamps
Oh
sometimes.
yeah, and I mean the days back in the day, it was the paper food stamps, and then that's how they get changed back in cash. I remember that. Like we'd rip them out. And mom needed gas to get to work, so they get cash.
Did you
She'd
glue
take-
them onto a paper?
No, these were paper food stamps. They were printed out a booklet. Got a booklet of food
okay.
stamps, man. For the cards. This is way back, early '90s when I remember this. I mean, mom would get $8 worth of groceries, whatever, and then she'd get $20 put in the car.
Had to have it to get
Had to
home.
have to get home, get to pick the kids up school. We got to go to work, and Dad was a Marine, so of course military. Big props to them. They don't make shit. They still
No.
don't. They don't give America.
And there's so many former military veterans that are just homeless.
Yeah,
And I understand like us sending money to help other countries. I'm not against helping people.
yeah.
We should probably help the military homeless
Well,
here
the
that
thing
serve
is,
first.
they always. What my mom always said is, it always started at home. You always start at home. We can start at home. We need to help America,
Work
and
the
then
way
we
out.
can spread out and see what we can do. But let's worry about these Americans that's homeless, the Americans that are sitting there that's starving, and then there's so many people that don't apply or can't apply for food stamps due to making too much money or that needs it too. I mean, it's a sad situation in the world altogether. But America's, I mean, I hate to put political in there, but I mean, hell, we see the shit when we go to the gas station.
Yeah.
When we go to the gas station, truck's $120, I'm about broke.
So this is just a question. Now gas is super expensive right now. Do you think it's gonna go down any? I was spending like $50. No, I was spending like $45 about a year and a half ago
Yeah.
for my car. It went up to 75. Now I'm at like 100. I don't make that much money. My budget right now on gas is what's the budget on gas, Mom? $224 a month. It's like $220 a month.
Yeah.
That's
And you divide that, you got.
That's
two
a house
vehicles.
payment.
Yeah.
No, it's together, me and her $220 a month. That's not filling our cars up. That's just, hey, this is what we're budgeting
This is
for a
what
week.
we're gonna ease down. We're gonna ease back up.
Yeah.
And that's basically. And I mean, luckily, you know, I do spend a lot going to work. I mean, Leesburg is a little. It's 20 miles from my house to the shop. You know, one way. That's 40 miles a day.
But Leesburg is took you in, man.
Yeah, but they've took me in, and it's just like home. I'll pay extra to get somebody that actually gives a shit about you being there. And
Amen.
like,
Amen.
with them, just the love there. I mean,
And that's what people don't know. Again, I'm from here, same as you. This house where I live, you know, that brick house right here. Pete Golden lived there. That was the first house he ever bought. Never learned to read or write. All my life, I've been here.
Yeah.
At that house, my dad was in the military. Weird guy. Love my dad, but we're just a weird little go.
Yeah.
So he sent me to live with my grandparents when he was in the military. I lived right there in that brick house. I learned how to shoot a shotgun right out back. I learned how to play basketball right up there on that concrete driveway. I learned how to hit a baseball out back behind that building. Everything I've done in my life has been right here. And when we went to the Coleman show, we got a lot of sponsors. Now, don't let any people are going to think it's a life-changing amount of money. We got sponsor help, but we got so much more sponsor help than we've ever had right here at home, where I've been here 28 years. That I was telling Vicky, I was like, dude, we should probably move here to Coleman because they want us to come there and bring this business to them.
You know, my thoughts on one of the personnel's the owner of the place.
Yeah.
That's a whole other story.
Amen.
Get in his face, and you know, it is what it is. I'm just a hot.
We should have him on the podcast.
Oh,
wait.
we should bring him back.
You talking about the basketball guy or the guy? Okay.
The owner of.
Just you ain't got to talk bad about him. Just tell people what happened to you. Now we paid him a good amount of money for the venue, etc., etc.
There was a good amount of money paid on the venue, Coleman.
They were supposed to have that building that we cleaned out that day to put our stuff in. We cleaned out their storage room to move our cage in.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Then we set up it like, you know, of course we had to lay down that tarp, so we mess up floors. Real respectful of all their stuff. And then, of course, you know, they have their food, and you know they're making money off the food. They're making money off it's $5 for a piece of pizza. That is a $5 pizza. So they kept all the money on that. We were doing parking. We had 2 different designated parking areas. One around the gymnasium. When that got full, we had a overflow that was down by the Dollar General. That was, you know, probably 500 yards down the way.
We cleaned it up the next day. Me and Vicky did.
And then, well, the owner's son and his buddies got there with a sign for $10 to park next door, where our parking's $5.
Yeah.
Of course, it's closer for some of the older people, and I get that. That's fine.
Understood.
And then I kind of said something to the kid, you know, because it pissed me off. I just said it was kind of shitty how it's done after we spent the money, and I didn't realize it was the kid's father at all.
Yeah.
Then the father gets there and kind of gets in my face a little bit, and not really argumentative, but reiterating what I said, and I said that's what I said, and I feel the same way. That's my opinion.
Yeah, you're being kind of scummy.
You know, and I said it's kind of crappy what you're doing. You know, we gave all this money. Well, this is my yard. I can do what I want. And I said that's fine. So then I'm out on the road, like fanning people down, telling people they can save $5 going down the hill, and like, if you want to cut throat, I can cut it right back, twice as deep. I don't care.
Just trying to get on them.
So I was all the way in the yard, in the road. You know, showing them down flagging them down with a flashlight. I don't even care.
Heck yeah.
But I mean, the thing is, you know, that's to help us.
Yeah.
You know, to pay us.
Yeah. We gave you $2,500, $1,500, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You got your money. And we cleaned out your building.
Yeah, you're welcome for that.
What if you had decided to beat him up?
I mean, hell, we can drag it in the cage.
No, I'm just saying, like, what if he'd gotten in your face, you wouldn't have known he was the guy, and you just beat him up?
I mean, I probably would have. I mean, the thing was, luckily he did introduce himself. I mean, that was the thing.
He's like, I own the place.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the owner.
Yeah,
I heard you talking to my son, so I was like, okay.
Like
that's
your son,
cool.
yeah, like, come on, man.
Yeah, your son's kind of.
He's kind of being a turd.
Yeah, being a turd, and I know back in the day, you know, my dad would have went out there, jerked a knot in my ass, and then.
Did you see that video the other day where that he's like 6-year-old pushed down like the toddler? He just shoves him down.
Didn't you post that on Facebook?
Yes.
I saw it and I was
what
like,
are you doing, boss? What are you doing?
And I'm sitting there thinking,
you know what I'm doing? I'm going to kick the shit out of that kid.
Hell, the thing is like, the kid, literally, where's the parents at? Like,
that's bad parenting.
Yeah, because you know a parent's going to come there and bust that ass.
Yep.
And
a real parent is.
And then it would be like, hey, my son's going to apologize to the toddler.
Yep.
And then the parent should be like, hey, I'm sorry that happened. I'm busting his ass when he gets home
Yeah,
or
he's
whatever.
He's a piece of shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry. And that's the thing is that's what most people would have done. I know my mom would have.
My mom would beat that. I'll tell you a bad story. So I was bullied, then I got bullied, or no, I got bullied and then I started bullying. It's a cycle.
Yeah.
People don't get it. One time I didn't really bully this kid, but I did something kind of shitty. I ain't really just trying to say everything. I did something kind of shitty to this kid.
Yeah.
And I told him, so he went and told his parents. We was at like a baseball game for my little brother. And so mom came up to me and she's chewing my ass. Now my mom was like as big as my wife.
Yeah.
She's like 4 foot tall. I ain't physically afraid, but also like she'll beat the shit out of me with a
My
stick.
mom was 5'1", and I was like always like, you didn't want to show fear because my mom fed off the fear.
Yep.
But I was scared. I ain't gonna lie.
My mom beat my ass. She grounded me. I shouldn't have did what I did, and I knew from that point like, this ain't cool. Just crazy, man.
I mean that's kind of the same situation with me. You know, I was always overweight, and you know, then when I got diabetes when I was like in 10th grade, you know, everybody's like, oh God, you lost a lot of weight. I literally went from like 280 to like 180 over a summer because
I ain't eating Twinkies no more.
Yeah. You started eating a little better, and you started knowing what a salad is. You're like, oh shit,
You lose some weight, man.
And you know, and then like when I was heavy set, I was always picking on people. And then once I got skinny, I was like, let's see the other side of it.
Like I have diabetes. I have sugar cancer.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna not do this.
Yeah. And the thing is like I was picking on a kid, and this sounds really bad. And I'll go with the whole story. I really don't give a shit because this is just my life. But I literally, the kid he was autistic. You know, that's bad. It's horrible, absolutely horrible. You know, 15-year-old little punk little bitch kid.
Yeah.
And
15-year-olds suck. Teenagers suck.
Teenagers are horrible people. That's the best way to put it.
They really are.
And but this kid, he always said something about Scooby Doo. He didn't like Scooby Doo, and like I would always sing the song, chase him down the hall. So I was like a big time piece of shit.
Yeah.
But, you know, like we went to our high school reunion. He was there, and you know, like I don't know if he understood what I was trying to explain. I was trying to apologize, and we kind of hugged it out, and it was kind of cool after that. And that was just the thing, you know. It was kind of like I felt like I need to do that. It was like a 10-year reunion, but I was like, dude, you have to do it. And the thing is after that, like I felt just that
a big release
just for simple shit, you know. I'm a simple person now, and I used to always want the brand new vehicles and all that, and I don't give a shit no more. I drove that $2,000 damn Civic until I sold it this past week. You know, 5,700. So I was like, I was gonna keep the bitch and keep it, drive it, but I'm just a simple person. I don't give a shit no more.
That's good that you did that. When I started doing shows, I had to apologize to a lot of people. It's always better to clear the slate, man. And I think some people accepted it, some people didn't. But even some people, like the other day, Matt, I'm terrible. I'm so terrible at names, man. I'm gonna say Matt Shirley. Pretty sure it's Matt Shirley. Me and Matt Shirley one time in school, we almost like got in. Like, okay, so I went to boot camp, and when I got out of so I was bullied before boot camp. When I was in boot camp, this kid spit in my face, like spit right in my mouth. I beat the shit out of him, and the drill sergeant saw him spit in my face, and he goes, "Whoa!" He walked off. He had to go to the bathroom. And I beat the shit out of that kid. I threw him down a hill. Like, he was crying. Like, I beat the shit out of him. And I realized, like, and I was bullied bad. Like, these girls told me I should kill myself. I got hit for free one time. Me and him's cleared the boat now. Like, he busted my nose getting off at, like, the daycare. Crazy shit. I was bullied in a weird way by step-parents and people. All that got cleared at boot camp. And after boot camp, I was like, I'm fighting every damn body. You know what I mean? And I just really was. Where was I going with that? It was important. Where was we at? What was we talking
about? Bullying, clearing the water, clearing the air, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, hell, I don't remember where I was going with it.
Just typical Sam,
Yeah, sometimes it gets like that. But we, damn, I'm trying to remember where I was going with that. Hell, I don't remember. I know after boot camp, though, people just, bullies, man, they're weak. They're weak people. You know what I mean? Like, they'll bully the shit out of you. They'll tell you some pretty crazy stuff. And then, like, if you just start, like, bumping up on them, and right after boot camp, I started bumping them, all of them, man. I couldn't help it. It was just what I had to do. I'll remember, I'll go back and watch that. I need to remember what the hell I was trying to say.
Well, then, you know, and with bullies is they'll pick on you and pick on you and pick on you. And then when you bow back, they're like, oh, shit. So then they're looking next victim.
Yeah.
That's basically what they're doing. Like, they're They'll take you to the limit. Okay, he's done. He pushed back. Okay. Oh, here's Joe over here. Joe's a pussy. Let's go fuck with him.
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
exactly how it is.
I started like kicking the shit out of them,
Mm-hmm.
and like and now like I've got one that recently got me a lot of sponsors. I've got one that actually came to the gym, and I did beat the shit out of him. And then like after I beat the shit out of him, I said, "Hey man, you remember busting my shit up in grade school?" And he was like, "No." I was like, "Yeah, I was making you bust my nose." He's like, "No." A few weeks later, he came up. We had a little party thing at the house. He came out, and he took me off to the side. He said, "Hey man, look, my dad was kind of terrible to me, and I just want to say I'm sorry. You know, I didn't really know how to handle my shit." I'm like, "Dude, no, we good. We good.
I mean,
Big hug. We're cool, man."
Yeah.
You don't never really know what people's got going on.
you don't know what's behind the door when you know. I mean, you can't say rich, poor, whatever. I mean, rich people kids are just left alone or with the nanny, and you know the kids deprived of attention and love from the parent, or just you know the dad or the mom is picking on them, being fat, overweight. And the thing is like a lot of moms do this with their daughters, and this sounds bad, but the bulimia and all the other anorexia and stuff like that. Oh, you're fat. You need to lose weight. And they might not say fat, but they'll be like,
You little chunky fuck.
oh, you need to lose a little weight. Is that getting tight on you? Just a simple
Yeah.
parents and just everybody. Like, who cares? 600 pounds, you're beautiful.
Leave him alone.
You're
That's your
fucking
baby.
125 pounds, you're
I
beautiful.
call Kata a chunky butt, but she loves to eat.
I mean,
and so like
it's a different. That's a different thing. But you know, as she got older, you wouldn't do that. You know, because that's where he starts messing with a complexity, and that's it's kind of the thing a lot of parents don't understand is, especially if you got skinnier parents. Like my parents always have set.
Mom was very skinny, and I didn't want to take my shirt off. I just didn't want to. And I'm still a little chubby. I still got that.
I mean, I'm the type of person like.
Even like in fights, I'm like, I don't want to take my shirt off. Quit looking at
Like,
me.
Can I get a one piece? Let me get that one piece.
Let me throw on my rash guard. Leave me alone.
I can see you coming out there with a one piece like that, like those college wrestlers. That'd be the greatest thing ever. It's old school like Rick Steiner and shit.
So what? So as far as so like I think Fort Payne could be built like Nashville one day. I don't think it's going to be built like Nashville if it's that guy selling $400 a night.
Yeah, we can't do that.
I can't go down there and get me a room.
And the thing is if I was out of town, and if it's companies paying for it, I would like to know what companies pay for that. That's stupid. I've never seen a company that's going to pay $400 for you to spend a night in a hotel or a loft apartment.
And it's good for him. It's cool.
I mean, he's making great money. That's cool. But the thing is like it's not really made for us common everyday folk.
Normal people.
You know, that's coming down there to visit. Like we can't say, oh, it'd be cool to stay in that tonight, and then we call. Like I called day one when I found out it was like $350 for one. That was like $450. I was like, a week? I was like, that's what I was literally thinking. I was like, a week.
That's a rent on a house.
Yeah, and I'm like, y'all are stupid. And I mean, I can go get a cabin.
No normal person's gonna come for that.
$110 a night, get you a nice cabin. Three balls of R&R peach, 2 balls of red stag, and I can't tell you how many beers deep. This was an all-nighter, all morning.
You and Jimmy?
Oh yeah, and we opened the door. We're singing George Jones, "I Don't Need Your Rocking Chair," screamed
You
it.
said after your mom had passed?
Yeah, yeah. We were screaming it across the street at the police department. And you know, Jimmy's just one of them people like you love Jimmy. Jimmy loved people, you know.
And I didn't get to say it when we was on, but he is the only person that's ever paid me for an after party.
Yeah.
Everyone else, they don't want to pay nothing. They just wants to bring a big ass crowd.
Yeah.
I respect Jimmy in that sense. I didn't know him, like I didn't hang out with Jimmy.
Yeah.
He shot me straight.
Jimmy's one of them type of people. You know, he was always in the clique back in the day, and you know, I was in the clique when I heavily drank, and then I kind of backed off and just got my nose to the grindstone and started busting ass and working. But you know, I'd still stop in there, and like with me and you know, we went there.
We got
a few
tore up that
times.
day.
Yeah.
Bartender thought I was cute. Didn't she?
She did, but
It wasn't her type.
to say the least,
A little too pasty. Still thought I was cute.
hasty was an easy word there.
I still thought I was cute.
But and the thing was, is like, you know, every time we were in there, it was always like family. And I mean, I don't know what's going on. I know there's a lot of yeah back and forth in it, not getting all that. Not in on the NYMD politics, but I'd like to see it back open.
That'd be cool.
I'd like to be
Yeah.
one to open it, but you know.
It should be really though if y'all want to do it. Couldn't it be you and Mogo and Snake? Like y'all are all buddies, no?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could, but
So why would so like everybody? I can do it myself. Everybody wants to do something themselves.
yeah,
Oh, me do it. Me do it. Me with AFC. Me do it.
It's hard to do everything.
It is, man. I've opened up recently, and I have people, so many people, man, that help me. And my wife, at first, I was doing everything myself. Yes or no, Vicky? I was doing everything myself. And she's like, dude, you gotta let people fucking do stuff. And I was like, nah, ain't nobody gonna do it like me.
and that's the reason why I always tell you.
It
What
is,
do you
you
need?
do.
I'll text you and all.
Hey, man.
What do you need, man?
So
That's the
why
thing.
don't you, Snake, and Mogo hop in and do that? I'd go in too. I'd
Well-
love to have me a little
Well,
bar.
the
That'd
thing
be
is,
so cool. It's hard in Fort Payne too, though, ain't it?
there's
'Cause they
still
work
there's
this
still a
swimming hole.
person. There's still a person.
The wife?
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to call it the deli, do you?
No, the thing is I guess she still got it. From what I hear through the grapevine, she's trying to open it back up. Don't know.
Is she cool though? Just I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not talking to her.
She
since all
seems
this.
nice.
Yeah, I mean, we've always joked around, cut up, whatever. I don't know personally on a personal level, but you know, like I wouldn't care to sit down and meet with her about, hey, look,
So why not you, her, Mogo, Snake? That's 4 folks. Y'all
Yeah.
split 25, 25, 25, 25.
we all make a good. And the thing is I
Throw me in as the 5th. Hell, I
wanna
think
get-
that'd be so cool.
I like to get away from the bar atmosphere. It got bad about the bar.
You
And
ever been to Stella's Lounge, Stella's Elixir Lounge in Huntsville?
Yeah,
Man, that's cool.
and I mean,
I only worked security there.
I like to go back to, you know, not, you know, 2 o'clock. I love the timing was great. 2 o'clock, everybody leave. I think that's cool. It's just people got so drunk, and there's so many people getting in your face and
Acting
trying to
silly.
acting stupid. And that's the thing is, if you can't like, there's people I've been friends with getting in my face and it's like, dude, you need to calm down. Like I'm here to have a good time.
You're
have a few
being
drinks.
insane.
You're getting drunk. There's a
Yeah.
difference. You
That's
need to
me.
control
I'm
yourself.
trying to sip and have fun.
Yeah, that's the thing. I sit, have fun, you know, and I enjoy watching everybody else that's, you know, getting out there dancing and it was fun.
I want to watch that guy get messed up and piss in the corner. Leave me alone.
I'm busy here.
Yeah.
And,
I'm
the
gonna
worst
tell this
part-
girl, leave me alone.
The worst part was the freaking bathroom situation, man. Like when it's jumping, you got one bathroom, one pisser. Female's got one pisser. I go ahead and tell you, I gotta pee real bad. It's either gonna be that female's or it's gonna be that parking lot.
I'm just gonna go outside.
I mean, there's a place, but in between the building, whatever.
I don't know.
by my truck,
I ain't never
whatever.
cared to pee outside.
I mean, I was raised in the woods anyway.
You got white
so.
trash in your veins.
Exactly.
I feel like I do sometimes too. Now look, I don't hunt.
Yeah.
I don't fish. I don't do none of that. But every
It just
now and then,
kinda
man,
happens here.
I'll hear some George Jones or like some David Allen Coe, and I feel it, man, coursing just through my shit. I'm like, there's white trash
It's
in my
literally,
veins.
it's literally the Copenhagen coming through your fingertips.
And
It's
I
like-
don't dip.
That's the
but I'm
thing.
like
That's the thing. It's not coming from you physically, but it's just like from the air.
an ancestor.
Yeah.
Far, far away. I'm feeling it. I'm like, man, that's the shit. Well, man, You started your own business. You're a really good friend of mine. You really are, and I appreciate everything you do. And I really do.
I appreciate
And
you,
that's
man.
the camera's thing.
Yeah.
You help me a lot. You're a good person. You know what I mean? And I really respect the business you're doing. And I think you do a great job. I think you do the best job around here. And if I was getting my car detailed, it wouldn't be by nobody but you, because you're my boy. You know what I mean?
That's the way it should be, you know, and that's the thing at the end of the day, you know. You know, I'm not gonna be a $50 detail. I can't do that. I just have standards and what I'm gonna do, and you know, and I try to work people's budgets. You know, if you've got $50, I'll be like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. I can do X amount for $50.
Okay, so just on a basic detail, what is what's the price? Say the car ain't messed up, it ain't puke. What's the basic
About
price?
$125, $150, depends
Alright,
on size.
So what I'll do, you need to share this and tag me, and you need to tell people this. We're gonna share this video around. What I'll do, because you're my friend, you came on here, you help me out all the time. I will pay as long as it's about $125 and we don't get some dead body in a car. I'll pay for one person. Whoever likes and shares the video, I'll pay for one person. All they gotta do is like this video and share it. Tag you, just tag me.
Thank you.
I'll pay for one, I'll pick one person to do it. But they have to put a before and after. It's
Yeah.
all we need. Click, click, click. That's easy enough.
Yeah.
So I'll pay for one. Little
Oh, yeah.
advertisement, my
Hell
dog.
yeah.
Alright, that's
Take it,
one,
man.
one down.
That's the thing is like you know, and it's always been a hobby of mine. That's what it really is. It's the heart more than it is anything else. Cause
You like detailing vehicles.
I like it. It's just you know, and I like the hard ones, but I really don't. You know, everybody's like, I know you don't want to mess with this one. I do, but I don't.
I want to see what I can do.
I like to test myself. I want to push myself to that next level, and that's like I tell people. It's the thing is I want to do the best I can and make everybody's car look as best as it can, and you know, and try to push the limits of what I can do mentally, physically, and in the time frame. And I'm not the quickest. I mean, I'm not professing to be the best. I watch many videos on YouTube. I watch everything, and I look at other people's work too. A lot of other detailers that are in this area, I still watch their stuff and see what they do, and you know, I'm like, oh, I need to do that. Not that I'm stealing.
You just want to know what's up.
I want to know what they're doing and what I need to do to step my game up, and I hope that's what they're doing on mine too. I want them to look at mine. I have a lot of friends on there.
Good.
I have a lot of friends that's detailing. I've got friends that detail in Coleman. I've got them down in Birmingham. I've got them in Georgia. And this thing is, we always look at what each other's doing in different areas, and I like to look at them and say, oh, well, damn, I need to do that.
That boy did it.
I need to step that up. This is what I need to do on mine, is put that extra 5 minutes into that he done this, and that's the thing. You know, just always wanting to help. You know, and the thing is, they'll call me with problems or whatever, and I'll help them for nothing. I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, you owe me $25 for me coaching you through there, tell you what you like.
Yeah.
Thing is they know if I needed help, I'm gonna call them up and be like, hey, this is what I got. What do you suggest?
Paint in a vehicle.
Yeah, paint the vehicle. Don't make sure your cans are shut at Lowe's.
Amen. Lowe's. So I'm about to close you off. We've done got an hour. That was easy peasy
Hell yeah.
talking. Let's do this again sometime.
We will.
5 years from now, man. What's the plan? Where you at? What are you doing?
5 years from now, the goal would be I like to expand, have more Mr. Clean's Auto Spa, set them up. Just
You would
like
have a
this
crew
one.
at that point?
I will have a crew, but I want a manager that I've trained personally, step by step by step. I want to take them and show them the ins, the outs, and everything that I do for the one I'm running, to show them what to do on theirs, and then they could teach their crew and let that spread out. And you know, and I'd eventually like to, you know, if they got ahead, I'd love for them to buy that branch and take it as their own, change the name, whatever, and be like, here you go, run with it. You know, that's the thing, is to help people. That's the main thing in life. God always help. I mean, God tells us to help people. We gotta help people.
Amen.
Everything you do, you gotta help. You know, if it comes from towing or jump starts, or you know, if people needs lockouts and stuff like that, I've done them for free. You know, and that's the thing, is that there's some people who can't afford it, and I'll jump my personal truck and go do it.
You don't want to charge them $400?
I want to,
Yeah.
but knowing I can't, and knowing that's not right, I might not get mine today, but I'll get it.
It's gonna come back.
Yeah,
around.
it comes around. I mean, you get that good karma, good juju going on you. Life's just a coast from there. just gotta keep it good. That's the way you gotta be.
Heck yeah, brother. This has been Brandon Haygood, owner of Mr. Clean's Auto Spa. Give him a shout. Get that car detailed. Your car's nasty. I seen the food in it. It's gross. You're gonna get roaches in your car. Holler at my boy. We'll get on again, man. I really
We'll see you,
appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, brother. This was awesome.